Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my first update of my Finish 5x4 project pan. So I've been doing this for about a month now and I've been getting on okay. There's been a few days where I haven't worn makeup, so I've not gotten as much use out of everything, but I have still made progress on everything, I think. There is one product that I did end up having to switch out, and you might be able to guess that from previous project pans, and that is the Dr. Pepper's Lip Smacker. I'd said in a previous project pan that when I was wearing that every single day I found it dried out my lips really badly, and that did happen a little bit, but that's not why I have swapped it out. I've actually thrown that product away because when I was applying it every day and night I was finding that it was kind of giving me a sore throat. It was making my throat really scratchy, and I know it's that product because I kind of went a few days without using it and the scratchy throat went away, and then I'd start using it again and it came back. So I think it perhaps just gone a bit bad. So I have thrown that product away, and what I have swapped it out with is the Nuxe Rev de Mille Lip Balm. This is a lovely lip balm. Absolutely love this, but I have had it for, I want to say maybe 2 years now. I've had it for a while. It needs to get used up. It is absolutely lovely, but the only downside to this is it's quite a thick balm. It's kind of like a balmy, thick, almost like a mask for your lips kind of texture, and it's matte, so it's not the ideal product to wear underneath other lip products. It's kind of, I tend to just wear this at night before bed, and it really smooths and softens my lips. It's fantastic if you've got chapped lips, and with the nicer weather we've been having, it's kind of nice if you get kind of a little bit sunburnt on your lips, then this is great at soothing that. So this is what I've swapped out with, and this is where I am with it now. Now when I started, I didn't have any pan showing, it's just kind of all even across the bottom. I had used a lot of it, so now I have hit pan a little bit. That kind of black mark that you saw is the pan that I now have showing, so that's going to be how I kind of mark this product, is I'll just kind of draw in permanent marker on the bottom of where the pan is showing, so you can kind of see a bit easier how far I've got with that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm starting with. I've used this for a couple of weeks, so that is the progress that I've made in 2 weeks. So that's where I'm starting with that one kind of, so hopefully I'll be able to finish this up. I've been using it and I don't know if I will be able to get through this or not, because I don't need too much of it and it's quite thick, so you don't need to use much of it at all. So we'll see how I get on with this. I might have to maybe if I can get through the lipstick quicker, I can kind of not wear any lip products and just reapply this throughout the day. But that is the first product. Sticking with the lipsticks, I have the 17 Supreme Shine lipstick in Barely Blush. This is how far I am with this one, which it doesn't look like I have much product left, but like I've mentioned in previous project pans, this, although it is a very creamy lipstick, it's surprisingly long lasting. Yeah, normally with cream lipsticks they kind of melt really easily and you go through them really quickly, but that has not been the case with this one. Admittedly, I don't reapply it throughout the day, I kind of just apply it in the morning and that's it. So to try and use a bit more of this, I have been applying it on my cheeks as a cream blush and then going over it with powder blush as well, just to kind of set it. But I think I'm going to have to maybe throw this in my handbag a few days of the week and reapply throughout the day, just to get a bit more use out of this, because I'm not getting through this as quickly as I would like to. So here is my progress. So the top line there is my intro, where I started from, and then that second line is the progress that I've made. So as you can see, not much progress has been made and there's still quite a lot of product to get through, and considering that's a month's worth of progress, I really need to be stepping up my game on trying to get this one used up. One product I have been making quite a bit of progress in is the eyeliner I've been using up. This is the Arc-en-Ciel Star Liner in Noir, and as you can see there's just this tiny little stub of it left. This I have been getting through quite easily. Previously when I would use an eyeliner, I would kind of use it until it was really blunt and I literally could not apply it without scratching myself with the plastic or the wood of the pencil. So what I've been making sure that I do is sharpen it on a regular basis, and that has been meaning I get through it a lot quicker. And it kind of helps as well because it gives you that more defined point, so you can get a more crisp line at your lash line. If I want something kind of really close to my lashes, this is great for that. Kind of towards the autumn and winter I do like to do that smudgy kind of liner, so I don't mind not sharpening this and have it kind of be a bit more of a blunter pencil. but for the summertime, especially when I do things like this with the coloured liner on the top, I just want to add a little bit of black at my lashes just to define them a little bit more. So a finer point is fantastic for doing that. So what I've been doing to make sure I sharpen this is I've just left my sharpener on top of my makeup desk by my weekly makeup basket. So that has been reminding me to sharpen this on a regular basis. So for progress wise, the top line there is where I started from, and obviously the second line is where my first update mark is. So as you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress there, more than I would normally, and it did shock me when I actually marked out to see how much I had used up. And obviously I'm not going to be trying to get all the way down to the bottom of the paper because the pencil won't actually sharpen down that far. So I'm fairly certain I will be able to get this used up in the next couple of months. So fingers crossed for that, but that is really positive progress for me. Next I have the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. The shade I have is 52 Medium Radiance, and this one has been going well as well. I just use this underneath my eyes. It has more of a warmer tone, so it's not great for kind of covering up redness, but for under my eyes on those kind of like dark circles kind of areas, it is fantastic for that. It is starting to look a little bit cakey now. I have had it for quite a while, but I don't have too much more of this left. So if you can see, I've marked this. What I do to mark it is I squeeze up the tube, and then when I start to see product coming out of the top, I then mark where I've kind of squeezed up to. So when I started, I was at that bottom line, and now I'm at the top line. So a fair bit of progress made there. It is actually getting kind of hard to squeeze the product out of this now. So I don't think I'll kind of be able to squeeze all the rest of the product out, but I will get as much as I possibly can out of it. But I'm not going to be too fussed about cutting open the packaging and getting every last drop out, because I have other concealers and things are kind of sitting in my collection, not getting used and slowly going bad just sitting there. So I want to use as much of this as I possibly can whilst it's kind of easy to get the product out. But once it becomes too difficult and I'm spending too much time kind of trying to contort the packaging to get all of the product out, that's when I'll call this one done. But I would say by the next update I will have this one finished, so that's really good as well. And my final product is the Benefits Professional Face Primer. This is supposed to minimise the appearance of pores, which is really great for that. It kind of fills them in and helps your makeup to go on a bit smoother over your skin and sit nicely. What I have found with using this on an everyday basis is that it's kind of actually clogging up my pores. My pores have been getting more and more noticeable, and kind of noticing them in more and more areas. So kind of normally I just have pores kind of just around the edges of my nose and maybe on the tip a little bit on my chin, and that's kind of it. But I'm starting to notice them more on my cheeks, higher up on my nose, and I think it's down to this product. So that's kind of a downside. I think if you're just using this on an occasional basis, if you have maybe a special event when you want your makeup to look more flawless, then this is fine. But I think for me, at least on an everyday basis, this isn't a great product, and I'm not sure if I would actually repurchase this or not. But anyway, moving on to my progress with this. So again, I've done the same thing with this tube, squeezed up the product until it came out of the top and then marked my progress. So that bottom line is where I started from, and that top line is where I am now. So quite a lot of progress. I have been kind of using this not all over my face, but I have been going all around my nose, over onto my cheeks, around my chin and on my forehead as well, just to kind of get a bit more of this used up. And it has kind of like that silicone-y feel, so it does feel nice going on, and it does make the makeup kind of sit a bit smoother. But then at the end of the day, when I take my makeup off, my pores just look huge and really clogged. So I'm kind of trying to use lots more face masks and things like that to clear it up at the moment. But yes, not much more left. This is kind of the same situation where it's getting difficult to contort the packaging to get the product out. So again, by the next update, this will definitely be finished. So that is my 1 month update of my Finish 5x4 project pan. And yeah, really pleased with how I've gotten on so far. Lots of progress being made. And I'm fairly confident I will be able to get everything used up. The lipstick I'm a little bit worried about, just because it does seem to be sticking around so long, so I'm going to see if I can find more ways to incorporate that. If you have any tips or suggestions for ways that I can use that up a bit quicker, please let me know in the comments below. And the only other thing that I'm a little uncertain about whether I'll finish it up or not is the lip balm, because there is so much product in there, even though I have used so much of it already, and there's just kind of that small little bit at the bottom, along the bottom of the tub. I am still a little bit concerned that maybe I might not be able to finish it up. So again, if you have any suggestions for ways that I can maybe finish that up, please let me know. But I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are doing any kind of project pan, let me know in the comments below and I'll come check out your videos. But other than that, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, check out my links below and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with all of my latest videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys! Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about oil pulling. If you guys follow my blog, and if you don't, the link is below, but if you do follow my blog, you may remember a few months back I did a blog post talking about different ways that I use coconut oil, and oil pulling wasn't one of them, but it was something that I was kind of interested in trying. I just hadn't really worked up the nerve to actually try it yet.